Welcome, Cav faithful, to Coach's Corner week after week 2, heading into week 3 versus Versailles. A little recap of last week's game versus Bishop Hartley. One of our, for me anyway, in 30 years of coaching, one of my probably top 5 or 6 victories. Just because all the circumstances going around, we came in after losing a game. We came in a little bit beat up, a lot beat up. We felt like they were bigger, faster, stronger. They're ranked number 1 in the States. We had to drive 2.5 hours. And, our guys really came out. And, initially early in the game, it didn't look too good the first quarter. But we made enough plays early to stay in it. And then the second, third, and fourth quarter, we really played well. Defensively started making some plays. We caused 3 turnovers, and I think held them 2, 3, 4 times on fourth downs, which really are like turnovers. So huge that the defense could make those big plays. And then offensively, we mixed it up really well. Brody and Mitch Shane here combined for about 220 yards. And then we hit enough passes, 6, 8, 10, 12 passes to mix it up. And, by the fourth quarter, we warmed down and we warm out. And we got the mojo going, so to speak. And our kids were really excited and enthusiastic and having fun, and we took it to them, and we came away with a big victory, which will help us with the playoff run later in the year with getting those points. Hopefully the Bishop Hartley will win several games. Unfortunately, in the game we lost 2 more players. Unfortunately, Malavey Bettinger, unfortunately, young sophomore offensive tackle and defensive tackle, suffered an ACL injury, so he'll be out for the season. Mitch Clooney will be back, but it'll be 3 or 4 weeks. He dislocated his shoulder. So along with Grant Mullenkamp and Chase Brueggemann and Robbie Cupp, varsity guys that we've lost, that's unfortunate, but the young guys are stepping in there and doing the best they can. This week we play Versailles. Interesting, the series over the years is 28-28 and 2. So the winner of tomorrow night's game will take the lead in that series, which would be awesome for us to take that lead. Versailles, similar to us injury-wise, they've lost a couple guys, and I'm not sure if they'll be back. But last week they didn't play with their fullback and middle linebacker, and also a defensive end, tight end. So I don't know if they'll be back. So they're a little bit beat up. They come in with a tough loss to Salina right at the end of the game, and then a good Valley View team beat them last week. So beginning of the MAC season, we just talked about it after our Thursday practice. 3 things. We got to defend that MAC title. We're coming in being the MAC champs from last year, 2013. We're on our home field, and we certainly want to defend that. And the playoff run, there's not a lot of room for error this year. And so we talked about 8-2 would get us in, maybe 9-1 would get us in. I think 7-3 may not. So every game is important that we stay on top of it and be focused and ready to go. So that we don't have any slip ups in games that we feel like we should be able to compete and win those games. So hopefully everybody shows up tomorrow night to Cavalier Stadium, and it's going to be a nice night. It's going to be cool. And hopefully our players will play like they played last week, play hard and play the right way, and come home with a victory.